Sapphire Harburg.
Sylvana Reed, Assistant Public Defender with and on behalf of Ms. Harburg. Ms. Harburg, could you please state your name for the record?
Sapphire Harburg.
Thank you. Your Honor, there's a couple of matters going on here. This is the date and time for sentencing, but Ms. Harburg was brought into custody yesterday for a bond violation. I saw that she's on today's arraignment docket, but I was hoping that we could perhaps get her arraigned on the bond violation and handle the sentencing.
I don't have the bond violation. On which bond violation?
So, Your Honor, Teresa,
go ahead, Ms. Blair.
yes, Your Honor, Teresa Blair on behalf of probation. The bond violation, she violated conditions of bond in this case, Your Honor. She completed a pre-sentence interview with me. I had concerns about continued drug use. I asked the court to put a testing order in place, which it did. She did go for testing and tested positive for fentanyl, marijuana, and cocaine, I believe, Your Honor. The court did issue a warrant on that. Due to that, she did appear yesterday in person for a PE on another matter. She was taken into custody on the bench warrant in this case. So that's the bond violation that Ms. Reed is referring to. However, Your Honor,
this is one of those cases where the law isn't complicated, but the human side absolutely is. On paper, this looks straightforward. Positive drug test, bond violation, custody. But when fentanyl gets mentioned, everything changes. The court isn't just looking at rules anymore. They're looking at survival.
All right.
well, actually, Your Honor, it shows bond denied on both.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
my understanding. So she doesn't, when you say she doesn't have a bond, she's not getting out either way.
And I don't understand, and maybe they have not updated things because the jail shows her court date in that matter to be June 15th. So maybe they have not corrected the date to May 24th with you.
Correct. Okay. So she's not, given the fact that she's basically been denied that and bond on that other case that is now my case, so she won't be getting out. And I had this, I could deal with it, but it doesn't seem to me to make much sense to not try to put all of that together under one umbrella and adjourn this out to the 24th.
What's wild here is how messy this already feels. Different courts, different dates. Systems not updating. And meanwhile, the person sitting there is realizing something important. She's not going home either way. That moment hits hard because the confusion doesn't help anyone, especially someone already struggling.
Last month, I was doing really good. I relapsed one time, and then that was the date I had to go and drop was the very next day. I've been doing really good other than that, and I relapsed because I'm in a new relationship, and I figured since I'm, early recovery and stuff that a new relationship isn't great for me, and so I told him that it would be better.
This is where it stops being just a case and starts being a person. She admits she relapsed. One time. Anyone who understands addiction knows how fragile early recovery is. New relationship, emotional stress, those triggers are real. You can hear how badly she wants the court to believe her.
When I did the PSI with Ms. Harburg, she did report to me that she drank alcohol the day she got out of jail to celebrate getting out of jail, knowing that she had these other cases.
I didn't realize that it was the bond was so that I couldn't do anything. I didn't realize that because the bond was set for 3 years ago, and I didn't read the paperwork apparently.
Your Honor, and I also have some other concerns. Miss Harburg is receiving medicated assisted treatment. She is receiving methadone, and with her using the drugs that she's using along with that's a recipe for disaster for her. And I have
But the court isn't wrong to be concerned either. Methadone plus street drugs is dangerous. Lethal, actually. This isn't punishment talk. This is fear. The system sees the pattern before it sees the person.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Young lady, look. You get out, right? You drink. then we get to you. Do you have a marijuana card?
Yeah, I'm in the process of getting it right now. I have to
But
go,
you don't have, okay.
I have
listen
to
to
get
my
my state
question.
ID.
You don't have a card, right?
No,
And so when we went and had you tested, and this was only 9 days ago that we had you tested, you come back with 3 drugs in your system. That's a
Yeah.
problem.
yeah, I know. God, it looks really bad. My words don't mean anything right now, and that really sucks
Well,
because
it doesn't just look bad, it is. And then on top of that, when Miss Polera asked you,
I was trying to be
what
honest.
did you say?
I was trying to be honest.
You were trying to be honest?
Yeah, because she was
And
asking
what,
me,
and that just didn't work for you, or what happened?
I mean, it doesn't,
When Miss Polera asked you if you were using, what did you say?
I told her no,
And that wasn't true, was it?
no.
And so when you tell me that you've been clean,
I was afraid to go back
tell
to
me,
jail.
hold on. You know what, young lady?
I'm sorry, I'm listening.
I've been dealing with addicts a long time. And the one thing that they do is they'll at times won't tell me the truth. And then the other thing is you try to overtalk me.
I'm sorry.
So I'm going to let you say whatever you want to say, but you're going to ultimately end up answering my.
And this is the turning point. The judge doesn't just hear relapse. He hears dishonesty. And once trust is gone in a courtroom, it's almost impossible to get back. Addiction explains behavior, but it doesn't erase consequences. That's the harsh truth playing out in real time.
As well as what you're doing, because quite frankly, you're out there doing this and you're going to end up killing yourself.
When a judge says you're going to end up killing yourself, that's not drama. That's desperation. Courts aren't built to treat addiction, but they're forced to deal with the fallout every single day.
Well, I think, counsel, then here's what I'm going to do, just because I'm not sure I believe what the defendant is telling me. I'm going to adjourn this to May 24th, 2023, 9 a.m. or as our Zoom invite indicates. I would indicate that if you wish her bond to be reduced in this and the other matter, you can file a motion before the court to do so. But at this time, I'm not reducing her bond. Her bond will continue as denied.
This ending isn't about 4 days or bond paperwork. It's about credibility. The judge doesn't believe her, and belief is everything here. What makes this tragic is that recovery doesn't happen in straight lines, but the justice system demands exactly that. This isn't a villain's story. It's a collision between addiction, fear, and a system that doesn't have room for nuance.